Welcome back to Geek Culture 101, your home for all things geek. Today we'll be exploring the origins, making, and impact of the original 1984 Ghostbusters film. It's one of my favorite films of all time, so I've been pretty excited about this one. Therefore, grab your proton packs and let's get bustin'. Origins and creation. The story of Ghostbusters begins with Dan Aykroyd, whose fascination with the paranormal stemmed from his family's interest in ghost hunting and spiritualism. Inspired by comedic horror films of the past, Aykroyd penned an initial script titled Ghost Smashers, featuring time travel and interdimensional ghosts. That sounds pretty interesting, doesn't it? When Ramis joined as co-writer and Ivan Reitman signed on as director, the script was refined into a more grounded urban ghost-busting adventure set in New York City. This collaboration streamlined the concept and laid the foundation for the classic film. Casting and characters. The casting of Ghostbusters was originally nothing short of genius. Originally, the role of Peter Venkman was intended for John Belushi, but after his unfortunate passing, Bill Murray was brought in. Murray brought his unique comedic style to the role, adding a layer of reverence and charm. Dan Aykroyd played Ray, Stantz, the enthusiastic and earnest heart of the team, while Harold Ramis portrayed Egon Spengler, the dry and intellectual scientist. And then, last but not least of the main cast, Ernie Hudson joined as Winston Zeddemore, providing a grounded everyman perspective. His character offered a relatable entry point for the audience, balancing the eccentricities of the core trio. Supporting roles were equally memorable. Sigourney Weaver as Dana Barrett added sophistication and strength, becoming entangled in the ghostly chaos. Rick Moranis, you gotta love him, as Louis Tully, delivered a hilarious performance as a lovable, bumbling neighbor. And of course, you had them two as the gatekeeper and the keymaster. And then, last but not least, we got Annie Potts, who played Janine Melnitz, the Ghostbusters' quirky and no-nonsense secretary. Her character added another layer of humor and charm, grounding the fantastical elements with her deadpan delivery. Filming and special effects. Filming Ghostbusters was a technical marvel for its time. The movie utilized a blend of practical effects, animatronics, and pioneering visual effects. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Slimer, and the Terror Dogs were all brought to life by the combination of puppetry and special effects. One of the film's most iconic elements was the Ecto-1, the Ghostbusters converted 1959 Cadillac ambulance. This vehicle became an instantly recognizable symbol of the franchise, embodying the film's mix of humor and horror. The proton packs formed by the Ghostbusters were intricately designed to look both futuristic and functional. These packs, along with the ghost traps, added to the authenticity and believability of the Ghostbusters technology. And I hear they were very, very heavy on the actors and very, very uncomfortable. Just something to think about. And then special effects legend Roger Edlund was brought on board to handle the visual effects, having previously worked on films like Star Wars and Raiders of the Lost Ark. His expertise was crucial in creating the groundbreaking film's effect, which honestly still holds up remarkably well today. Cultural impact and reception. Ghostbusters premiered on June 8, 1984, and was an immediate hit, topping the box office and becoming a cultural phenomenon. Audiences were captivated by its unique blend of comedy, horror, and special effects. The theme song by Ray Parker Jr. became a chart-topping hit, further cementing the film's place in pop culture history. The success of Ghostbusters spawned a franchise that included sequels, an animated series, video games, toys, and countless merchandise. The Real Ghostbusters animated series introduced the characters to a new generation, expanding the franchise's reach and influence. Legacy and influence. The legacy of Ghostbusters is undeniable. Its influence can be seen in numerous films, TV shows, and other media. It inspired countless filmmakers and continues to be a beloved part of pop culture. The franchise has seen several reboots and sequels, each bringing its own take on the Ghostbusters mythos. In 2016, Ghostbusters was rebooted with an all-female cast, which critics said brought a fresh perspective to the franchise, but Ghostbusters fans were horrified by it messing with its beloved franchise. In 2021, Ghostbusters Afterlife served as a direct sequel to the original films, reconnecting with the original story and characters. Unfortunately, Harold Ramis passed away before making of Afterlife, but it also served as a tribute to the late actor's character. Then, of course, most recently, we saw a sequel to Afterlife, Frozen Empire, that brought back more of the OG cast as well as the newbies from Afterlife, showing us that Ghostbusters franchise is still alive and well. Conclusion. Ghostbusters remains a timeless classic, a perfect blend of humor, horror, and heart. Its characters, quotes, and iconic moments continue to resonate with audiences around the world. For me, it's one of those films that never gets old, no matter how many times you watch it. Thanks for joining me on this trip down memory lane. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget, bustin' makes me feel good. Until next time, see ya.